The Zenfone Max Pro has been a great deal in its segment. It's one of the best bang for the buck options today. But one area where it's been bested by the competition has been with the camera. For now, for the most expensive SKU, the 664, Asus have gone with completely different optics. The 13 megapixel f2.2 from the back has been swapped with the 16 megapixel f2.2. The 8 megapixel f2.2 selfie is replaced with a 16 megapixel f2. So I didn't want to do an unboxing because, well, we all know what a Zenfone Max Pro's box has, right? You know how it looks, we know what all contents are in the box. The difference here is the camera. So I thought maybe we do a camera review. Well, that wouldn't be much fun, would it? So I decided to do a camera comparison with the Zenfone Max Pro's biggest competitor, the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So has Asus done enough to dethrone the Redmi Note 5 Pro as the best camera phone in this segment? Well, let's find out. Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech, card to give away, link in description below. Also down there is the bell icon, click on it to become a better person. Let's now get started. Now in case you've forgotten, a quick refresher, the Redmi Note 5 Pro has a 12 megapixel f2.2 primary and a similar 5 megapixel secondary depth sensor to the Max Pro. The selfie camera is a 20 megapixel f2.2 affair. So here we go, under good lighting conditions both cameras perform well. The Redmi Note 5 Pro at first glance looks much better. But when we look closer you can see the Zenfone Max Pro captures an equal if not slightly better amount of detail, but the processing on the Note 5 Pro is much better, meaning the overall image despite equally good hardware looks better on the Note 5 Pro. Now here's another example. Color accuracy though is better with the Max Pro. The Redmi Note 5 Pro has a tendency to make the images warmer than they are. The saturation is also a tad higher on images shot with the Note 5 Pro. Like in this image, look at the lock. Equal detail when we zoom in, but the Note 5 Pro's pic does look better. The dynamic range is again equally matched. It doesn't appear that way, does it? Here's the theory. The Max Pro retains more detail in the shadows, but the price it pays is blown out highlights. The Redmi Note 5 Pro, on the other hand, handled the sky better, but lost the detail in the shadows. It also feels a little bit over-sharpened. But when you look at it, overall, the Note 5 Pro's image again seems better. This confirms my initial findings. The hardware on the Max Pro 6GB is as good, but Xiaomi has the edge with better software. Both are capable of portrait mode shots and have their own pros and cons. As you can see, the Max Pro has an option of adjusting the amount of blur and has the wider field of view. But it also has issues with edge detection. The Redmi Note 5 Pro's edge detection algorithm seems superior here. So far, these two phones seem quite evenly matched on hardware, with the Redmi Note 5 Pro having a lead thanks to its better software. And under low lights, here's where things get really interesting. At first glance, the Redmi Note 5 Pro is doing the better job. Images are brighter, the text on the number plate is more visible, but the colors still remain more natural on the Max Pro. And look at the road, it's cleaner on the Max Pro. So what's happening here? So basically, Xiaomi is pushing a higher ISO, in this case 6400 versus 3175. And it's not just in this case alone. Overall, Xiaomi is happy pushing the ISO to 6400 and trusting their processing, while Asus doesn't want to go over 3175. Remember, a higher ISO means brighter images, but it also means higher noise levels. So what does this mean? Does it mean the Redmi Note 5 Pro is better under low light? Not always. Take this instance for example. Here the Max Pro's better colors shine, and when you zoom in, you can see how clean the flower is on the Max Pro. So this leads me to conclude that under low light the Max Pro's hardware is actually a tad better, but Xiaomi's superior processing means the Redmi Note 5 Pro takes the lead under certain scenarios but does fall behind under other testing scenarios. So overall, for still images, the cameras are pretty evenly matched, but you probably have your own opinions, right? So let's put your opinion to the test here. The next 5 images, I'm not gonna say what's what, I'm gonna keep the images on screen for a few seconds and then show you what's what. Let's see which phone you pick. So what was your pick? Max Pro or the Redmi Note 5 Pro? How many did you get right? Let me know in the comments. Now moving on, let's talk video. The Max Pro has support for 4K UHD and DCI, while the Redmi Note 5 Pro is restricted to Full HD, which in my honest opinion is ridiculous. The cheaper Redmi Note 5 has 4K with an older chip, but the Pro is restricted to Full HD. Come on Xiaomi, where's the logic? Anyway, on the flip side, the Full HD video here has a crop factor due to EIS, but is a lot more stable. As far as selfies go, both are again quite evenly matched. The Max Pro here has an advantage, retaining a little more detail. Both have support for a portrait mode, and the Note 5 Pro hits back with better edge detection again. Overall, Asus has provided an improved camera on the new 6GB variant of the Max Pro. It goes toe-to-toe with one of the best, the Redmi Note 5 Pro. You know, it's one of the best in the segment. The hardware on the Max Pro might actually be a tad better, but Xiaomi's superior software means as of today, the Redmi Note 5 Pro remains the better pick, despite some questionable decisions from Xiaomi like not activating 4K video capture. So that's my 2 cents. What do you think? What did you find better in the blind test part of this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that, we get to the end of this video. If you hated it, you know what to do. But if you did like it, if you did find it useful, give this video a big huge thumbs up, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon to make sure you don't miss out on any of our videos. And now it's time I bid you adieu. Until next time, my name's Ash, you've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.